departamento de ingeniería. Vamos a esperar, yo creo que 2 minuticos a que pues, de pronto llegue más gente y empezamos a las 5 y, no sé si les parece, 5:07 para, para dar inicio y que ustedes conozcan y puedan resolver todas las inquietudes que tengan. Vamos a estar en compañía de Joana, quien va a liderar toda la sesión informativa y nos van a contar un poquito de esta oportunidad para los egresados pues, que son de acá de la Universidad de los Andes. Entonces, para que conozcan un poco, la idea es que pues, pregunten todas las dudas que llegan a tener y ya ahorita pues abrimos entonces el espacio.
Empezamos en unos 2, 3 minuticos.
Sí, sí, si quieres, demos unos 2 minuticos para que se conecte más gente. Teníamos
Sí,
40 personas pues, que habían contestado que venían y si no, pues ya damos inicio.
muy bien, perfecto. Basir, no worries. We're going to speak in English, so you can stay. Actually, the program is for English speaking people, so you should be here if you want to apply for the US team. So welcome. All right. Yo creo que podemos empezar para los que ya llegaron a tiempo y estamos aquí preparados. Muy bien. Bueno, a todos muchas gracias por estar aquí. Estamos muy contentos de recibirlos. Muchas gracias por sacar el tiempo hoy a las 5 de la tarde para saber más de nuestra empresa de Aimpoint Digital. Mi nombre, como lo ven ahí, es Joana. Y bueno, el propósito de esta llamada tiene varios frentes. El primero, yo les voy a contar un poco sobre la empresa, quién es Aimpoint Digital. Aquí tenemos 3 invitados, a María Fernanda, Rob y a Meg, que también les van a contar un poco sobre su experiencia en la empresa. Y finalmente yo les voy a hablar de la posición que tenemos abierta para ustedes que empieza en julio, que es el New Consultant Development Program. Esta es una empresa que sus clientes están en Estados Unidos, en UK. Entonces, en este momento voy a pasar a inglés porque es el idioma que usamos para comunicarnos. Entonces, en este momento voy a compartir pantalla and I'm going to start talking about the company, this opportunity, and the member and Meg and Mafe and Rob are going to share their particular experiences with our company. So let me share the screen. Can you see my screen with the presentation?
Yes, we can.
Oh, all right. So let's start. So who is Aimpoint? We are a consulting company and we help clients solve their challenges with data. That's what we do. We are a leading firm in data engineering, data analytics, artificial intelligence. We are in the cutting edge of what's happening in the world. And we want to help clients solve their challenges using one of the most important resources, which is data. We were founded in 2017. We've been growing a lot. And now we're 130 employees, and we will continue expanding our operations in Colombia. And that's why you're here, because we want you to be part of this growth and of this company. The headquarters is in Atlanta, and we have offices in Medellín and the UK. So this is a very exciting opportunity. I joined Aimpoint in September 2023, and I'm very happy of being part of this team. So these are a couple of industries that we serve. Since we're a consulting company, we help any companies who has challenges with data. That includes healthcare, biopharma. We've worked with private equity. And within those industries, we have worked with supply chain, operations, financial planning, sales and marketing, you name it. As you know, all companies, I would say that data is knowledge. So when people have the right access to knowledge, they can make better decisions. And that's how we do and how we work with clients. I want to head over to Rob, and that you can share more about you.
Hey everyone, my name is Rob. I'm an associate data scientist here at Aimpoint. Just starting this year, I'm part of the most recent NCDP cohort, which we're going to be talking about today. My background is in economics and finance, more of a business background, but I got my master's in business analytics, and with a couple internships at AIER and USAA, I was able to come into this position with a little bit of experience and am loving it so far. And I'm looking forward to talking more and answering questions from you guys.
And then we're going to head it over to Mafe.
Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be back here talking to you. I'm a graduate from the bachelor and master's degree in biomedical engineering from Andes University. And well, I worked as a machine learning researcher. Then I worked as a data engineer, and now I'm working here as a senior data engineer. And I'm glad to be able to be with you and tell you a bit more about this company because it's amazing. And yeah, I have really enjoyed being part of it, and I hope you can join us. So what we do, we actually have like a lot of things that we're working on. We have different practices. The first one is data analytics. In here, what we're doing is making sure that businesses can take decisions based in data. So in here, what we do is present the data, the results that data is showing, so that they can have data-driven decision making. In here, what we have is self-service analytics, so people can go and find what they need on the data. We have data visualization, data IQ training, digital process automation, API connector and development. We also have something very cool that is spatial analytics. So in here, it's really nice because you can present data with maps, and this has shown to be a very effective way of showing results. We also have decision sciences practice. In here, we have all of the types of modeling. We have predictive modeling, machine learning engineering. We have AI systems, optimization and simulation, which is something that you usually don't see in a company. And we have Gen AI. So we're using cutting edge models. We're using state-of-the-art models, and we're deploying that in the clients. And then we have the engineering and infrastructure. This is the one I'm part of, and it's really great because a data engineer, it's like data engineering is innate. Decision sciences and data analytics, they are things that are nice to have, but every company needs data engineering. And it's great because you have to get the knowledge of the end-to-end pipeline for being able to provide the data that they need, have it in the way that the stakeholders will use it. So we're doing system and process analysis, data modeling, we're doing extraction, loading, and transformation. We're doing MLOps, which is a mixture between DevOps, machine learning, and data engineering. We also have data architecture, infrastructure, modernization, data ops, and FinOps. So there's a lot of things that you can choose from. You can become an expert in whatever your heart desires, but we have a lot of experts here that will help you grow in the area that you choose. So now I want to tell you a bit about a project I was part of. So this is a client that it's an advertising company, and they get tons of data. So they have streaming data near real time, and they were using Kafka and Kubernetes for that. And the data is generating billions of rows, thousands of columns, and it was a mess. So they were having a lot of bottlenecks, poor latency. It was really, really costly. So what we did was reviewing their architecture, talking about different approaches, and we decided to use Databricks, which is an amazing tool that we're partners with. And our consultants, well, in this case, I and other consultants, identified the way of using different data types to optimize this. So we were using variant data, which is a way of using semi-structured data with Databricks, and this not only increased the compression, so the storage was reduced, but also the data could be accessed without the need of being pre-processed and having a lot of processing of that data, meaning that they could use a lot of columns and even get more clients. So the outcome was that the client was able to stream this data and maintain it for the data points that they needed to show, the dashboards and all that they were showing to the clients in real time. And the client total cost of storage went down over 12 times. Their cost went down 70%. And this allowed them to get more clients and keep building amazing stuff. This project was with a partner, which is Databricks, but we also have a lot of partnerships, and that's something that it's great. We leverage a lot on the partnerships that we have. We actually have many partnerships. We have Dataiku, we have Sigma, Tableau, we have Snowflake, Databricks. And with all of these partners, we have a very good relationship. They bring us clients, and we are top performers for them. So we have earned the prize of best partner of the year for many of these partnerships. So it's amazing to be able to work with them and actually make the best of these partnerships. So now I will pass it to Joa again, so she can tell us a bit more about the program.
Yeah. So actually, before going into the program, I'd like to ask Rob from his experience about our company culture, because we do great things technically, and that's one of the things we do best, but we have built an amazing culture, and I want to give Rob the opportunity to share about what we've done to promote connection and collaboration across the company.
Yeah, of course. So, I mean, for every case study, like we mentioned in a presentation like this, there's a bunch of other crazy complex problems that we've solved, and really our ability and talent to solve these hard problems in data give us a spotlight in our space. And I mean, in order to meet that demand, we've been growing incredibly fast. So as you can see from like our end of year trips, like the Cancun, moving to Vail, and then our most recent trip in the Bahamas, our team has grown exponentially. And furthermore, our team is held together by a really special culture that is collaborative, intellectually curious, and motivated. And, you know, all those trips are really just focused on not only, you know, talking about business related strategy, stuff like that, but also keeping that culture alive and connecting with one another. And part of that growth as well, and a part of our culture, is our NCDP program, which I could testify to as being a part of it. Works not only to bring you up to speed on how to be a great consultant, but also welcomes you into the Aimpoint family and brings you in and prepares you for, you know, for your career. So,
yeah. So it's an amazing place, and as you see, we've grown very fast. Like in 2023, that was a team, and then we grow in 2024, and that was our last trip in January to the Bahamas, and we had the opportunity to meet everyone in person. And now we're actually, this year, we're launching a new office here in Medellín. And the office is within the university, EAFIT University campus. And it's a beautiful place. And that's actually the place where we want to invite you to join NCDP. So it's the time for me now to explain about this job opportunity that we all want you to apply if you think you're the good fit. So what is NCDP? NCDP is our new consultant development program. So we wanted to do this program because we want to provide more opportunities for people who are interested in the field of data and data science. And we want to bridge the gap between all the things that you're learning in academia with real work, with real project work. So this is not an internship. This is not a tryout. This is actually a job opportunity, a full-time position starting in July, giving you the opportunity to learn not only the technical skills that you will need to deliver data solutions to our clients, but also to learn about consulting skills. And I'll give you some of examples of the tools you'll be learning. You'll be learning about Databricks, you'll be learning about Snowflake, you'll be learning about Sigma, Alteryx, and all the tools that we partner with. And you'll also be learning about how to communicate with clients, how to understand what they need, how to develop a solution that really works for them. And that takes a lot of the soft skills that are very important for us. So it's important that you are part of this, that you develop those skills, not only the technical, but the soft skills as well. And it's a rapid upskilling opportunity. It's definitely a way for you to upskill those the skills that you need to succeed as a consultant. Now, who are we looking for? We're looking for recent graduate students in the STEM fields. It can be data science, data analytics, data engineering. If you're doing a master's in industrial engineering, if you're interested in the data field, that's the opportunity for you. If you're passionate about building data-driven solutions, if you're curious about how can we communicate results with data, how to communicate or recommend solutions to our clients based on the findings of the data, if you like to build models, if you're interested in those topics, this is your opportunity. So in the past, we have been partnering with different universities for this program. So we have EAFIT, we have people joining from Andes and other universities in the States, Duke University, New York University, Carnegie Mellon, and Georgia Tech. Actually, this program started in the United States with 9 people. Then we grew, 4. Then we grew to 9. And then we're expanding the team to Colombia and to the UK. And so this is how we're structuring the program. So this is a 1-year program. And the first 2 months of the program will be intense training, both in the data foundations, that's the technical skills that all the tracks will need. And then you'll specialize in the track that you selected. You can select data analytics, data engineering, or data science. And of course, this is not only lectures and reading. You'll have the opportunity to do hands-on work and to put into practice what you've been learning with the principal consultants in your company. So that's the other great thing about this program. You've got to learn from the best. And after those 2 months of the training program, then you start working on consulting projects with our teams. And I want to give the space here to Rob. You were part of NCDP, so what can you share with the team about your experience on NCDP?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so part of it, of course, was that training block talking about like not only working on those like hard technical skills, but also the soft skills like communicating with clients, timeliness, organization. And so all those skills combined definitely helped prep me for the client engagements I've had. And just in 6 months, I've had opportunities to work in dynamic pricing projects. I've been able to develop web applications, do forecasting analysis. And so, I mean, the depth and breadth of things you can cover and in just such a short amount of time too is really incredible. And you don't get like locked into any particular industries. Like I've worked personally like with healthcare, with the government, with logistics. And so there's always room to try new things, explore new opportunities. And that's one of the cool sides about working and being on projects, but also at the same time, I have to stress the culture as well. Like being a part of the NCDP cohort, you have kind of a built-in group of friends that you can relate to, that you can work with. And, you know, we get to hang out together, we get to go out to dinner, we get to, you know, go on adventures, right? Those end of year trips, we get to like go snorkeling together. you just feel like you're part of a family. And so that was one of the big things that I really took away is not only do you get to like do cool stuff at work, but you also get to like make friends that you'll have for life. So those are some of the experiences and takeaways that I've had over the past 6 months.
Amazing. And as we grow our team in Colombia, I'd like to give Mafe the chance, the opportunity to talk about her experience as part of the Colombian team. And you can share that in Spanish, actually.
Okay, ya. Bueno, mejor. Sí, ha sido muy chévere unirme a este equipo. Llevo ya más de 6 meses y realmente he aprendido mucho. A veces uno le cuentan de consulting y se imagina que va a ser algo tenaz y súper pesado, pero realmente ha sido muy chévere ver cómo está el balance life-work, como es un muy buen balance entre trabajo y el resto de la vida. También es una empresa muy enfocada en la familia, entonces si a veces, no sé, alguien, pues aquí hay gente que ya tiene hijos que son pues más grandes y entonces dicen, oigan, no sé, mi hijo necesito recogerlo del colegio, no hay ningún problema. O me enfermé, necesito ayuda con esto. Entonces, eso ha sido siempre como muy comprensivos. El equipo es muy chévere, hay gente que sabe muchísimo. Siempre hay alguien de quien puedes aprender, siempre se puede pedir ayuda y las personas van a estar dispuestas a ayudarte. Y como parte del equipo de Colombia, pues como les decía yo, tenemos contrato a término indefinido, todas las prestaciones, incluso más cosas de las que son solamente de ley. Entonces siempre están buscando darnos las mejores condiciones laborales y en todo sentido. Entonces sí ha sido una gran experiencia poder estar acá. Back to you, Joa.
Muy bien, perfecto. Entonces, ahora vamos a hablar de lo más importante para que todos pongamos atención. Which are the requirements to apply? Entonces, de nuevo, la duración es 1 año de este programa. This program is a 1-year program. Relocation. Since we're building community in Medellín as our main office in Colombia, we want everyone to apply for the program to relocate to Medellín for the duration of the program. Ideally, you will fall in love with Medellín and you will say, okay, I will stay here. But if not, it's okay if you can go and work remotely anywhere in Colombia. So for the duration of the program, you'll need to live in Medellín. And of course, in terms of academic requirements, you need to finish your master's program. When we start the program, you'll need to be free, available from July 2025. Lo otro es que este es un trabajo a término indefinido. O sea, el programa es 1 año, pero nosotros a todos les damos un contrato de trabajo a término indefinido, and you'll start working with us as a full-time employee. The thing is that you'll start this year as a training, as a learning opportunity, so that you get to know the tools and the consulting skills. But this is a full-time position starting in July 2025. So these are the requirements. Now, the process. Si ustedes quieren aplicar? Entonces, ustedes van a enviar la aplicación, van a enviar su hoja de vida, you'll send your CV. Important, everyone, you need to submit your CV in English. Since we are a team who has clients in the States and English is our main language, submit your CV in English. The team will, after you submit your CV, you'll receive a survey. You need to answer that survey in order for the team to review your complete application. So don't forget to answer the survey. So it's not only applying, it's filling the survey. Then you will have a screening call. We will get to know you a little more, confirm some information from your answers from the survey and from your CV. And after that, there will be some assessments, some technical assessments, technical interviews, and finally a cultural interview where we'll get to know you a little more. And finally, there's going to be an offer and you're going to be ready to start the program in July. Ese es el programa, esta es la oportunidad. Les recomiendo mucho que apliquen. Esta es una gran oportunidad para acelerar sus carreras en el mundo de los datos y la consultoría. Yo voy a estar haciendo unas office hours que me gustaría compartir aquí. Bueno, entonces, antes de eso, espera. Si quieren aplicar, les voy a pedir a todos que le tomen foto a ese QR, que ese es el link específico que tenemos para Andes. Entonces le vamos a tomar una foto a ese QR para que ustedes apliquen a través de ese enlace. ¿Dale, tomaron foto todos? ¿Sí?
Wait a second, please.
Ok, dale.
Lo dejé en el chat, Joana, el de Uniandinos, para que lo tengan ahí también, el link.
Listo. Y lo
Yo
otro,
tengo una pregunta.
sí, espérame un momento antes de que pasemos a
Vale.
las preguntas. Y lo otro es, voy a dejar de compartir. Como no tenemos sus datos y queremos saber un poco más de ustedes, yo voy a hacer unas office hours, que es un espacio en el que nos podemos conectar y yo les puedo resolver las dudas que tengan. Por favor, pueden ingresar para saber si el link está funcionando, si ustedes lo pueden ver. Lo que estamos pidiendo ahí es su nombre, su correo y su número de teléfono para yo luego ya poderlos invitar a las office hours. Does it work? ¿Alguien que lo haya abierto? Sí, perfecto. Entonces ahora sí, so we're going to start with questions. Veo que Nicolás tiene entonces una pregunta. Adelante.
Sí, hola Joana, ¿cómo estás? Mi duda era básicamente cuando uno escanea el código QR te da dos opciones, que es a través de LinkedIn o de manera tradicional. Cualquiera de las dos no importa.
Yo creo que entonces en este caso usa el link que te acaba de mandar María.
En el chat
Ok,
acabé de dejar el link, ahí puedes entrar. El que dice al final como Uniandinos,
Sí,
ese es.
sí,
sí.
ok. Sí, es que ahí dice, hay dos opciones, aplicar a la posición o aplicar con LinkedIn. Entonces no sabría con cuál de las dos o no hay diferencia.
Dale a aplicar a la posición.
Ok, listo.
Juan Diego tiene una pregunta.
Adelante.
Joana, una pregunta es que a mí me falta todavía un año para terminar la maestría. ¿Sabes si se repite pues cada año este programa o si podría aplicar desde ahorita y pues estar presente en el programa mientras termino la maestría?
Hagamos una cosa, Juan Diego. Llena el formulario y yo te guardo y te buscamos cuando abramos la otra, porque sí, la idea es seguirlo haciendo cada año. Así que el otro año vamos a esperar tu aplicación.
Bueno, listo. Gracias. ¿Te envío un correo o por dónde te...?
El formulario que acabé de enviar, ¿te
Ah, de
funciona?
Office Hours.
Sí, correcto.
Ok, listo. Gracias.
Alguien dijo que se le cerró la sesión, que si puede enviarlo de nuevo. Acabé de enviar entonces el link de aplicación. ¿Qué más preguntas tienen? ¿Qué les llamó la atención? You can eso es un comentario más.
Yo tengo una pregunta.
Claro que sí, adelante.
Sí, ¿qué beneficios extrasalariales ofrecen?
Pues mira, además del salario, que es un salario bastante competitivo, nosotros vamos a ofrecer un estipendio de internet y una tarjeta de People Pass. Es una tarjeta que tú puedes usar para alimentación, para mercar, para cualquier cosa. Y te ofrecemos salud prepagada, que es una de las mejores coberturas que tenemos en Sura. Y bueno, la oportunidad de crecer, porque digamos que este es el nivel 1 en tu career path. Entonces apenas estarías arrancando. Cuando se acabe el programa te vas a dar cuenta que tenemos muchas oportunidades de crecimiento. O sea, que es nivel 1, nivel 2, nivel 3, senior y principal.
Joa, I would also like to add something to that. I will talk in English because we have to encourage you to talk in English.
Before that,
But
I'd like to translate the question in English so Meg also knows about what, because
yeah.
so he was asking what additional benefits we have for the team. That's one. And the other person said that he hasn't finished his master's degree this year, but he'll do it next year. So I said, of course, you can apply for
We'll be
it.
waiting for you.
We'll be waiting for you. So Mabe, go
And
ahead.
I wanted to add that we also have the possibility of presenting certification exams that are covered by the company. So you can get certified, you can learn, and like we also go to events and all of that. Well, all of the trips that we make, those are covered by the company. So that's also an additional thing that we have. I was thinking what else. Yeah, I think that. Oh, you also will receive like some you will get your part of your computer or your computer covered in case you don't have that. Yeah, so like a stipend to get your computer and all of your all what you need for your home office and your setup.
Thanks for adding that. What are the questions you have?
Hi, I have a question.
Yes, Francisco, go ahead.
Hey, well, I finished my master's degree a few years back in 2020. It's possible to apply still to this program. It was a few years back. I just more recently I finished an advanced certificate in machine learning and data science. It was in 2023. So I was wondering if it's possible to still apply to this program, as it is well aligned to young professionals. I'm not that young, but yeah.
Right, you're welcome to apply. You're welcome to apply. The idea is that we want to help those who want to transition into the field of data science consulting. So you will submit your application and the team will review it and they'll decide if we can move forward with your applications. But for sure, we welcome your application, especially that you took the initiative to ask the question in English. We love that. So thanks for that.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
I would also like to add to that sometimes we receive applications of people that it's overqualified for this role, but we also make a really good assessment of every candidate. And in case we see that it's fit for a higher role or something like that, we can relevel. But it's good if you apply for this. It's a great opportunity. Even if you have data knowledge and all of that, if you have never been a consultant, this will give you the tools to learn how to do that. So it's a great opportunity.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for the information.
Questions, comments before we close?
I'd like to ask another question. Like, what are the top requirements for a candidate? I guess SQL is a big turning point for that, I guess. But are there any other recommendations, perhaps, to study before presenting the CV or something?
Meg, do you want to give it a...
Yeah, I can take this one. So for all of our practices across the company, so data analytics, data engineering, and decision science, we are not looking for technical perfection at this associate level. We're not looking for specific expertise in any one tool. Really what we're evaluating is those foundational data skills and the ability to upskill quickly into other tools. As we're aware, this field that we are in is constantly evolving. And so we all as consultants have the requirement to learn new skills and learn new tools frequently and often, especially in this agnostic environment where we are working with many different tools and many different clients and industries. So really what we're looking for throughout the technical evaluations are your logic, your reasoning, and your ability to clearly and concisely communicate technical jargon in a simple way.
I would also like to add to that maybe if you want to start studying, because I see that you're eager to do that, it would be good if you start studying some SQL. So SQL, it's important because you will have an assessment on SQL. So it's a good idea to work on SQL, and maybe some Python. It's good to have. So it's not like super deep knowledge, but having the fundamentals of Python and SQL, it's good. If you have worked with the cloud or something like that, it's a very good to have. It's not something that we require, but it will make your life easier once you're in there. So also, if you want to start reading about it, maybe AWS or Azure, which are the ones that we use the most, that's also a good idea. And yeah, there's a lot of material that you can find online in case you want to start preparing for your interviews and all of that.
I think to add in as well, there are a lot of resources that we have available for you to upskill as you jump in. So we have data camp subscriptions that are available for everyone. So like for me personally, I've been upskilling on Python, doing a lot of Python work, working on pandas and polars, and doing a lot of like kind of like side projects to just get better, get more proficient. And so there's always opportunity to continue to learn as you progress. And in fact, a lot of the hours that we spend that aren't necessarily dedicated to those client projects are in fact dedicated to upskilling and trying new things, learning new tools. And so it's a big part of your day-to-day as well, just to be scaffolding up your skill set.
Great, thanks.
Amazing. Keep the questions coming if you have more.
Just want to mention that something great is that you will get paid for a year for being learning, yeah, to be learning. That's amazing. That's not an opportunity that you get often. So yeah, it's really great that you get paid, get an amazing team, and you're learning all the way during that year.
Okay, so I'm going to remind you to register for the office hours so that we can have your information, send you more details about the program, and you can jump in for a call with me to talk more about your specific questions about your interest. I'm going to share again the link for those of you who don't have it. And I hope to see you there. So I'll let you know when the next office hours will be. Thank you so much for your time, for your attention, and we're looking forward to your application.
Great, thank you. One last thing. When is the due date for this application? Just to have that in mind. I'm just writing my motivational letter, the cover letter, but just to, well, organize my time.
Meg, what do you think could be a...
Oh, that would be that this weekend, I think. I will try to get the cover letter as soon as possible.
That's perfect, Francisco. Yeah, we don't have a firm deadline for applications. We are hoping to have offers out by the end of March. That's our goal. And so we're accepting applications on a rolling basis right now.
Great. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Maria, I want to thank you so much for giving us the space to share more about our company, about our program, and I hope this is just the beginning of a partnership with Andes.
Sí. Bueno, muchas gracias a todos y a ustedes también por darle este espacio y que conozcan del programa. Digamos que la idea es hacer este tipo de actividades con ustedes que son egresados de la universidad y esperamos pues que se puedan postular quienes estén interesados. Cualquier duda, inquietud me pueden escribir. A todos les mandé correo por si quieren contactar también directamente a Joana o algo. También me pueden escribir ahí por el correo. Les voy a mandar el link de la aplicación también al mail para que lo tengan presente y muchas gracias por el tiempo. Buena tarde para todos.
Same. Have a good evening. Thank you very much.
Thank
Bye,
you.
thank you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Thank you.